Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a first impressions on the brand new from Real Techniques. They have 3 different sponges and I bought them all so that I could compare them and see how they work in comparison to, of course, the original Real Techniques beauty sponge and then my beloved beauty blenders, because we are all looking for dupes. I don't believe there is a dupe, but you know, whatever we can come closest to. I've heard great things about this one, so we're gonna try them out. I just got back from the doctor, so I do have my full face on. I'm going to take off my makeup when I try these. Before I do that, I'm gonna tell you what each of these are for. So this is the Real Techniques Bold Metals Collection Miracle Diamond Sponge. It says 900 carats, 13 facets in any look. So this one is for the larger flat sides, function as a wedge to apply makeup to larger areas. Smaller flat sides work around eyes, mouth, and brow bone. Pointed tip covers small imperfections, and the top is to buff blend for a flawless finish. And of course, I'm going to wet these. Now we've got this pink one. This is the Miracle Sculpting Sponge, and this one is designed to help create shadows or highlight your favorite facial feature. So contouring and highlighting. Use damp for a dewy glow or dry for a full coverage finish. And then we have these 2 right here, and these are 2 Miracle Mini Eraser Sponges, and this says that is from flaking mascara to eyeshadow fallout. These little miracles help sweep away your makeup mistakes. Use damp to blend harsh lines or dry to pick up dry makeup. I added a word in there. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about that. I cannot see myself using something, like I want to use a blending brush, like a dual fiber brush to knock away any fallout. So that's kind of scary. But we're going to test these guys out. So I'm going to go take off my makeup, and then I'm going to go wet all of these as well, and I will be right back. First off, I want to say that before I got all these wet, they were a little stiffer and harder to squeeze than the original blender from Real Techniques. Obviously, whenever I got them wet, they did become more soft. And I don't have duplicates of the others, but I left one of these dry and then wet the other, so you can kind of see the difference between those. All right, I'm going to start off with foundation. I'm kind of just going to use these how it feels comfortable to use. And I'm just going to go in on the side of this thing. Well, let's see. It feels a little awkward in my hand. It is soft. I want to pounce so bad, so I'm going to pounce. I don't like swiping it. So this, I'm just using the side of it. And in case anyone's wondering, I'm using the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. So that applied nicely. I'm going to try it on the top of it now. I think overall I like the top better, but then if I needed to get into some spaces, I think this side would be better, like for around the nose. This is strange on the nose. It's a little large to go on my nose. It feels a little strange. I think someone's here. I'm gonna try the tip of this around the nose. I don't love the tip. It is kind of flimsy. I would honestly rather take one of these facets, whatever, and just push it in there. I think that works better, personally. Okay, so my thoughts on this. Again, this is just first impressions. I do like the sides and the top. It's very quick to get your makeup done. I think it applies very evenly. Have no issues with that. I don't feel like I used any, well, I did put 2 pumps. Usually only need to use like 1.5. So it might soak up a little bit more than the regular beauty blender. But that could also be because I used so many sides of it instead of just using one side. I don't like the tip. I feel like that's too flimsy to really do anything with, but it's something to hold on to. I do like this. I don't know. I think I might actually like this one better than this one. I think so. But the thing is, this one, I would be able to do my under eye. With this one, I feel it's a little awkward. So If you're going to be using one sponge, I would go with this one. But if you like to use separate sponges, well, you could use this. I don't know, I just don't like how flimsy this tip is, but I do like the sponge. I'm going to go in with some concealer underneath my eyes. This is the Smashbox 24-Hour Waterproof. And then I'm going to use a little purple blenders for underneath my eyes. The angle on here makes it kind of easy to hold on to, so that's nice. Now typically I would use my beauty blender to put the powder underneath my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use this flat side and my Hourglass diffused light, and I'm going to pounce this. Okay, so this actually applied it very well. It was easy for me to hold on to. I will say that if you're going to use a brush for your foundation, which I do that a lot now that I have the Oval 7, I can see this being super useful for just doing the under eye, because that's the only thing that I use my beauty blender for most of the time. Now, if I'm going to go in and add any kind of coverage on my cheeks for like a second layer or concealer, I use the other end of the beauty blender, but I can see this guy working as well. So, this is good so far. And I'm actually going to use this one to just see what it does to my shadow after. This is the dry one, but I'm going to wait until I'm done. Now this pink one is for contour and highlight. So what I'm actually going to use it for first is my Soleil Tan de Chanel. This is a cream bronzer. I'm just going to see how it applies that. I'm going to take this slanted end right here and pop it. Ooh, that moves. So that did actually apply really nicely. I honestly think this is doing a great job blending out this product. I really do. And it's kind of nice having this thing to hold on to at the top. Okay, so I'm going to put my powder on, set all this, put my blush on, and then I'm going to use this to highlight as well and see what happens with that. Okay, so I have all this finished. So I'm going to take the flat side of this damp sponge here, and I've got the wrong powder. And then I'm going to take Brilliant Strobe Light from Hourglass. I'm going to dip this straight into the pan. I've got it here, and I'm going to kind of tap. Oh, that's a lot. Uh-oh. Yeah, that got a lot. Ooh. Oh, there's a bronzer on that side. Might not want to do that. Let me dust this off. I don't love that for a highlight. Let me just put it that way. Fan brush it is. There we go. So maybe cream highlight, not powder or highlight. I don't like that. So I'm going to say that this guy is really great for my Soleil Tan de Chanel, so I can see it also being really great for contouring. And then this side, I do think that it would work for cream highlight. I don't like it for the powder highlight, so I still think good sponge. So far, good sponge, and I still like this one. So I honestly thought this was super gimmicky, but it's not so bad. There's one more thing I want to try because these are meant to also blend out shadows. So I've gotten a really harsh line here from putting my makeup back on after, you know, it starts out smoky and then you end up with this harsh line from cleaning up with the foundation. So I'm going to take this and see what happens when I go right around the edges. And believe it or not, that actually worked. Holy jeez, let me see this. Yes! The harsh line is literally gone. Yes, I love that. That's amazing right there. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. That's amazing. So I thought that these were super gimmicky, especially this one, but I have to say I actually like these sponges. I would say kind of go with what is going to work the best for you. If you don't do a whole lot of highlight and contouring, you don't need this one. You don't need this one if you're going to use one sponge to do both the foundation and the concealer. But overall, good job, Real Techniques, good job. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. Please let me know how you feel about these sponges. If you have tried them, do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think they're a waste of money, or do you think that they are worth it? Let me know down below. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.